Hey people, Intro here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Greysark, Undercity and Chaos Space Marines versus Eldar. For the Blue Chaos fellas, ShaFex with the Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero. Walking through objects cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption. Fighting in melee, we've got the Night Lord's elite scheme here. Alongside a couple of Chaos Sorcerers, Jimmy with the Thousand Suns elite scheme, and we have Hate is a Weapon. These guys are disruptive and offensive heroes with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, fighting mainly in melee. There we see EM7 for the Eldar, with a Farseer support hero fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control. She leaves that cap. And the Tenso with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, with great for capping and harassing with some powerful control. Already grabbed the contested VP there. And rounding off the teams is Ghaz with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat with some powerful disruption and support. Looks like Ghaz and EM7 both rocking an Oathway scheme, so I'm going to get confused there. Up in the northeast though, Warp Spider Exarch trying to tear through some heretics. Guardians capping contested power, going to get run at the moment by those heretics right now. Chaos Lord on the Banshees, Bolt of Fire on the Banshees, Warp Spider ties up the CSM, and the Guardians got. They're going to survive though. A good kill the week. Banshees need to be a bit careful now. Chaos Space Marines are no slouch in melee, but there's some good disruption from the special attacks. Heretics coming in. Doom Blast and run. Ghaz's Howling Banshees and a Bitter Bot, they do get away. What about EM7? Sorcerer comes in. Double Heretics coming in. Need to be very careful. They need to leave. They're going to wipe. The Banshees wipe for EM7. Just got in a really bad spot with the double Heretics coming in. Doom Bolts. A decent hit on those Guardians. Can they get the Sorcerer down? Farseer is trying. Don't think she can. More Guardians run, but there's still some in play. CSM can mess them up in melee, but they are alone right now. Did that barrel explode? Oh, that ammo exploded. Did it kill some Guardians? That was awesome. Noise Marines on the way for ShaFex. Noise Marines on the way for Jimmy. Hate is a Weapon with double CSM into Havocs pretty damn quickly too. I guess he didn't build any gens and stuff. Yeah, look, no gens down here. Only two here, both from ShaFex and the Chaos Lord. Heretics flee. Eldar capping up the northeastern VP and stuffs. Howling Banshees replaced by EM7 and double Howling Banshees for the Tenso. So we may see some grouped teleport shenanigans. Goes for Heavy Gauge to shut down the Chaos Lord. Pretty expected, I think, against the Chaos Lord. There's that Noise Marine Sonic Blaster doing work. Good damage versus infantry and shuts down ranged weapons and ranged attacks. You can't chuck grenades as well when you're getting all discombobulated by that noise. There's the Heavy Gauge. Using it on the Noise Marines, which is interesting. Banshees coming in. There's the Cacophony knockback though. CSM also affected by it, look. Helping the Banshees tear them up a bit. Good specials. Meanwhile, the Chaos Lord trying to chase them, and here comes some Heretics. A good Doom Blast who are right in amongst the double Banshees. Kill the Week's pretty good. These Banshees sticking in there. Judges it well, does the Tenso. Chaos Lord, can he finish him off? No. Can't quite do it. Kill the Week's been used already, so needs to run from the other Howling Banshees. Kicking off in the mid. Whole bunch of Eldar Doom Bolts. Not the best hit. Farseer trying to lead the line. We do have the Sword of Flame in there for Jimmy. Level 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Hate is a Weapon. No war gear here. Howling Banshees war shouting, then get Doom Blasted, and then they die. Double Doom Blast, I think. Been causing problems for these. Oh, EM7 again, that was losing Banshees, and again replaces them. 425 to 500. Maybe invest in some Spirit Stones or something to help them out, eh? Hey, third Banshee, says EM7. Third time lucky, eh? Here are the Banshees of Ghaz. Did EM7's Banshees have the aspect as well? I wonder. A heavier loss if they did, of course. Immolator in for the Warlock. Noise Marines going straight for the generators for Jimmy. And they'll shake them apart with the Sonic Blaster quite quickly there. Got some backup as well from ShaFex, who's got some Havocs up now. Can cover the bash. Banshee's looking for an angle here. The Tenso EM7's got some out again. Doom bolts. Good hits on those Banshees as they came in. Grenades going off on the Noise Marines. They are now off the field. So far, they've only lost one gen. Then they've got Havocs to deal with. Banshees coming in from a big old flank by the Tenso. Farseer gets in on the Havocs too. Going straight for those Noise Marines. There's a Spirit Stones here I just saw in there. There it is. From the Spiritual Rites is the name of the actual ability. Chaos Lord goes down. And they get these Noise Marines down. They have double Banshees in there, but they ran away. EM7 a little bit jumpy on his Banshees now. He's lost a couple of them. 2 heroes down for Chaos. 391 to 500 on the VPs. There's some Corn Worship. Not affecting anything at the moment. And Havoc's getting torn up so badly by those Banshees. Extra damage from power melee and extra damage because they're retreating. That's what can make Howling Banshees so dangerous on retreat. They've got those power weapons. Meanwhile, Chaos have run across the bottom and are capping. Yes. Grabbing the VP. 2-1 cap now. 391, 498. There's a grenade. Kills that one fella. Other fellas run. Farseer levels to 3. And she is quite energy intensive because she's got Guide and Fleet and now Spiritual Rites. Tier 2 for the Tenso, Tier 2 for ShaFex, and Hate is a weapon. Guardian weapon team are left to cap. So 4 Banshees are alive officially. These guys getting the Aspect of Strength for EM7. 2 Aspects of Strength for the Tenso. And Ghaz goes Aspect of Fleetness. They're all jumping around here. So this is 210.1, the latest version, where the Dark Reaper's actually got a little bit of a buff from 210. They now cost 60 power rather than 80, and their Exarch is slightly less expensive, down to 15 from 20 power, I believe. So we may see Tier 3 Eldar with the Dark Reaper squad each. That'll be fun. Doom bolts, not bad. Grenade goes out, but it's dodged. Chaos Lord in a bit of trouble. Oh, the dodge on the Kill the Weak was on point there. Can't quite finish him, can they? Or maybe. There's Fleet. Fleet does lower their damage, of course. I believe it's is it 40% less melee damage and 80% less range damage, I think, when you use Fleet. Although it does give the Banshees damage resistance, I think, if they have their Exarch. Some range damage resistance when they use it. More war shouts going on. Who is it? I guess it's these guys. Yep, they're on the contested VP. Warp Spider Exarch being a nuisance. He's got those improved targeters as well. Can tear through the Heretics pretty effectively, as you can see. 356 to 483 on the VPs. Node was bashed and a gen's down here. Here we see EM7 trying to get some power bashing of his own in. Double Guardians alongside. The Banshees of EM7 are southwest, so needs to split his attention. Can they get the Guardian weapon team down? Saved by the Rangers, perhaps. These are Ghaz's Rangers with some kinetic pulse knockdowns there. Got one gen, that's alright. Eternal War CSM now shooting them. What are these Noise Marines doing? There we go. That's some really good damage. They need to run, and they do run. Farseer trying to finish off the generator. Cacophony says no. Chaos Lord's got a Blood Maul now. Note that he's not knocked over by the Cacophony because he's too big. The Chaos Sorcerer was, though. Vestments of the Warp is in. Down goes the Farseer. A little bit sloppy to lose your hero in that situation, but maybe the Warp Spider can grab her. Nope, he's off. Teleporting away. He's got some Warp Spider X of his own, though. Getting their Exarch. Pouring on the damage. Looking for a grenade on the Havocs, I think. There it is. Makes some move, at least. And now the double Banshees come in. Looking for an opening. Havoc's trying to reposition. And here's some backup. Sorcerer coming in. With some Chaos Space Marines and some Noise Marines. Banshee's got a fight on their hands. There's Coruscating Flame on the Heretics and a Doom Bolts. That was nasty. Really nasty. Banshees are out. And maybe surviving? I think they survived. A Dark Flames on retreat there may have wiped both of those squads. Certainly would have wiped one of them. So a bit of a missed opportunity there for Jimmy. Hate is a weapon with a Blood Crusher up. All the way up into the Eldar base here, look. Bright Lance in play though. Doing some really good DPS, but the Blood Crusher will get on it. This thing has vehicle armor, good mobility, heavy melee damage. But it's not the toughest thing around. Banshee's going to have a go, but these ladies don't have their Exarch yet. In fact, EM7 isn't tier 2 yet. That's why they don't have their Exarch. There it is. She was queued up. She's on the way. Demonic summoning now for Hate is a Weapon, spawning bloodletters. Causing all sorts of problems. Can the Blood Crusher survive? Might need to charge out. Oh, here come Warp Spiders trying to truck their Haywire Grenade. There's the Haywire, and I don't think the Blood Crusher is going to make it out. Down he goes, back to the Warp. 315420 on the VPs. The Eldar Howling Banshees survive. Any of them leveled up yet? The Tenso's got levels on his. Chaos Lord thought about capping, but it wasn't enough bloodshed for him, so he's going to leave it. Trying to get on the power again. Autark coming in with those stunning plasma grenades. And there's that leap with the buffs and the little heal for the double Howling Banshees in there. Being knocked over now by the Noise Marines. More Banshees in play though. From EM7, I'm guessing. No, this is Ghaz. Rotating towards the top of the map with the Howling Banshees. Chaos Lord. Getting some smacking done. Doom bolts. Big blob of stuff there got hit. Chaos Lord goes down. Can they get the Sorcerer? They can. Swift damage from the Eldar, as you'd expect. Warlock was running interference a bit, but needs to run. Heart of Darkness in. And we see Witchblade of Kernus. Heart of Darkness suggests we're going to see maybe the Champion's Robe. Synergize as well with it, giving you your energy back for your shield. EM7's Banshees are here now. Grenades. Decent hits. They didn't get one. Oh, maybe they were using Fleet, which lowers the grenade damage, I'm guessing. Maybe that's what was happening there. You'd expect a model loss on that otherwise. Maybe even a wipe. Heretics moving in. Banshees taking huge amounts of damage. EM7 gets them out though. Well, gets the Exarch out. Can reinforce off that now. Heretics run. Farseer runs. A little bit of a flank for these Heretics. So they came from the wrong neighborhood. Double Banshees were there. Waiting. Double Guardians stay in play for Ghaz. That's well played there. Kept them in the fight. 306 to 377 on the VPs. Got to try and use that Eldar mobility, not just to get into combat and deal damage, but get out of it unscathed. There's cracked shot on those Warp Spiders there. Global ability of the Warp Spider Exarch. More damage, more range, and there was Bloodlust on those CSM. I think Bloodlust was nerfed, wasn't it? I think it was slightly nerfed in 210 and onwards. Just a little less of a buff when you land attacks. 275 to 377. Look at this sneaky webway down here. Chaos Fellas getting their VP back. The aspiring champion can spot that webway if he gets close enough. Good pressure here from the Eldar. Chaos Lord is still down. Yes, he is. Ranger's in trouble now, though. Raptors are in there from ShaFex. And they finish off that Warlock. They cannot. Warp Spider getting shut down by these guys. They may see some heavy gauge here. Nope, maybe he's used it already. Single cap for the Eldar team. Hitting back hard in tier 2, hey? EM7 with the third Howling Banshees has kept at it with the Banshees, and they're doing well. Watch them die immediately when I say that. Live Howling Banshees. Okay. They're not howling their last at the moment. That is the Psychic Storm suppressing and dealing damage to those CSM, but I'm not sure if the Banshees, the Farseer, can make it out. She does not. Now the Sorcerer is harassing the Warp Spider Exarch. Vestments of the Warp. Why doesn't he have the Teleporter Decorator here? And Sword of Flame. He usually gets it, doesn't he? Not sure what's up with that. This guy's down. The Sorcerer in the southwest. And look at this. Eldar push on the power. Did the Warlock get the... oh, he's gone Champion's Robe, yeah. Decap the node, I say. Looks like they want to bash instead. Flanking CSM. Rangers. Do they not shoot while they're capping? Oh, I guess they can't because they're not set up, are they? Many grenades. Did this wipe his own Guardians there, Ghaz? Might have. Maybe it was EM7 chucking a grenade and Ghaz dying. Not a good fight for those ladies there. I believe the Chaos Dreadnought in its default state has minor melee resistance. More Banshees coming in, but they don't even have a heavy melee weapon, so they just back off. 237 to 377 on the VPs. There's the Farseer down, and there's the Sorcerer down. Can they get some revives? Chaos taking a Northeast VP again for a 2-to-1 cap. Fire Prism on the way for the Tenso. Hate is a weapon. Get some Havocs up. Oh, got some Chaos Terminators already from Jimmy. There's Combi Bolters and Power Fists. Doing some power bashing in a moment. Can they get all the power? Got a lot of stuff here. These fellas with an autocannon. Thanks to ShaFex. Can set it up behind that fence. That tiny little fence there is heavy cover, I believe, which is a little bit weird. Spider shenanigans. Noise Marines having to leave. I think it's worth backing off now. Banshees coming in. There's Cacophony. Need to put some damage on them though. Maybe jump them with the Banshees. Jump them with the Raptors, I mean. Oh, they got rid of them without having to jump. Here comes the Fire Prism now. Grenade? No. Noise Marine shut down the grenade, I think, just in time. How can they deal with this Fire Prism now? I mean, autocannon will do some good damage to it, for sure. If he gets close enough. These guys could Power Fist it. There's another Fire Prism now. Raptors having to leave. They didn't get a decap, but they fully bashed that power. Who's this? It's the Dreadnought, some CSM, and some Heretics. And that Sorcerer's back. Farseer is still down, though. That Tenso maybe trying to get her now. That Farseer. Sorcerer just super killed that Ranger. Ranger's wiped. Seer Council on the field, though. And the Terminators have gone for the autocannon. Trying to get this Warlock down. He uses Heart of Darkness, but can't survive. Try to throw back the Champion's Robe up again, I think. Terminators deliver some damage. You need to be careful, though, because they've used their teleport already. And there's two Banshees giving chase. Getting some decent kills. They just wiped those CSM, did they? Yeah, those were Jimmy's CSM. What level are these ladies now? Oh, the Tenso's only got one now. Oh. Chaos Lord level 2. Farseer still down there. There we see demoralization on those Howling Banshees. Hate is a weapon pushing the Dreadnought up really far. And the Seer Council have their heavy melee weapons. Looks like he got teleported out though. With the warp. Oh, but it wasn't that far. Needs to keep moving for sure. 237, 286. VP's quite close now. Chaos fellas have done a good job bringing this back. Can they keep up the pressure? Eldar are starting to lose stuff here and there, but double Fire Prisms being up is quite nice. Don't have a great response to it yet. Although some Plague Marines coming in, as you can see. Havocs are going to set up. Or not. And Banshees were coming in, they didn't fancy it. Can they get a quick power bash? There's the revive attempt. That's a lot of damage though. Warp Spider, does he survive? Looks like he survived. We'll try and revive another day. Banshee's diving in now, going for the Sorcerer. What is he up to? Is he doing... Oh, he was putting Coruscating Flame on himself, I think. I saw him waving his sword around. I thought he was using Tome of Subjugation for a second. But he doesn't have it. Another Fire Prism on the way for EM7. Dark Reapers are up for Ghaz. We'll see what they can do. There's the Exarch, now 15 power instead of 20. Seer Council, a little bit of XP, providing this damage resistance aura around him to ranged fire. Looks like he's going for a big old flank, maybe Ghaz. There's those two Fire Prisms. What can they do about it? Havocs are setting up. Are they? Nope. They're trying. They're really trying. Got some Mark of Khorne CSM and some Khorne Worship. But there's the flank. Coruscating Flame is, put on himself again, the Sorcerer. I thought maybe he was going to throw it onto the CSM. Mark of Khorne, but not. Eldar was seen off, but here comes the Tenso. Some level 3 Howling Banshees. They are also seen off. Warlock runs. There's still 3 Fire Prisms up here though. And some more Dark Creepers, this time the Tenso. Where's the other ones? Where's Ghaz's Dark Creepers? Here they are. Fire Prisms keeping the Plague Marines on their ass. There's the Reaper Barrage to suppress some stuff. Didn't seem to suppress these guys though. Ouch, that missile I think hit that Guardian. Fire Prism showing rear armor, which is dangerous. Surviving for now though. More Terminators in there for ShaFex. No weapon upgrade yet though. Reaper Barrage. It's not going to suppress the Terminators obviously. Not sure how much actual damage it does. I don't think it does that much. It's more for the suppression and disruption. Chaos Lord isn't happy with his Dark Creepers around his level 2, trying to get on him. Where's your Khorne Worship when you need it? Khorne Worship was nerfed, of course. I think it's down to 1.5 speed now. Used to be 2, then it was 1.75, now it's 1.5 I think. And Time Field going in there from EM7. Armor Versurian. 150 to 275 on the VPs. Levitation Field as well. Banshee's now mobbing the Terminators. Got some Melter Raptors and a Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought going for the Fire Prisms, as you can see. Reaper Barrage. Not Reaper Barrage. Frenzied Barrage from the Tzeentch Dreadnought. Gets saved by Hate. Oh, maybe not. Here are some Seer Council. I'll uses the Chains of Torment to stop them. And I think he has saved that Dreadnought. Still trying to press in the northeast are the Chaos Fellas. Raptors looking for a Melter Bomb. There it is. Ouch. Grenade. Tried to tough it out, and they did. And they finish off the Fire Prism. Well played there by ShaFex. Eldritch. I think it was Ghaz. Some good hits. They still can't get onto the VP though, the Chaos Fellas. One of the Fire Prisms down, but EM7 still has 2 of them. He's using them well so far. Oh, look at that. The Tenso lost his Dark Reapers somewhere. Huh. Bunch of dead Warp Spiders, but they survive. Oh, look. Dead Dark Reapers here. Wonder what happened. Something I didn't spot, that's for sure. Another Eldritch Storm. Everything tries to dodge it. Noise Marines almost wiped off it. And the Chaos Space Marines almost wiped as well. Chaos Lord trying to create some space for a cap here. Dark Creepers shooting pretty good though. There's that Warp Spider Exarch. Very cheeky place to put the... What was that? Oh, that was Entangling Web. And the Chaos Space Marines wipe, and the Chaos Fellas have conceded. Dark Creeper broken, says Ghaz. Looks like he's impressed with them. I guess they were using, yeah, they were probably using Reaper's Grasp there to stop the teleport and stuff. Pretty effective. Eldar really came out swinging tier 2. I didn't slow down after that. Chaos Lord with the Blood Maul level 2, level 9 Chaos Sorcerer, level 2 Chaos Sorcerer here, level 7 Warp Spider Exarch, lots of shenanigans from this guy as usual, a level 6 Farseer, and the Warlock level 5. The M7 stuck at it with the Banshees, the third one's got level 3. And these Fire Prisms made a big difference as well. Avatar was on the way, look. They had double Plague Marines, but maybe Las Cannons would have been better with the extra range and stuff. But there you have it. Big thanks to these players for playing us a faction war. The Tenso, of course, for getting his replays to me. And you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.